The Machine. My mom drops me off at the Indian Casino in her rusted-out minivan. I cough in the desert dust and take a hit off my inhaler. 6 months ago, this was just a dream on a half-crumpled flyer. But today's the day. I grip the handle of my leather bowling bag as I step through the sliding glass doors, my name stitched neatly on the side by my grandmother. Very professional. An industrial-strength blast of air conditioning, thick with cigarette smoke, hits me. A handwritten sign taped to the wall, Sharpie on printer paper, points the way to the competition. I follow the symphony of slot machines toward the back of the casino floor, the artificial sound of coins, the ticking of spinning wheels, and the sighs of missing child support payments. I keep walking. A private room awaits me at the end of the line, probably reserved for the real high rollers tonight. "Can I get you a drink?" asks a middle-aged woman with eyelashes like umbrellas. Her face is caked in glitter and orange makeup, hot pink lipstick slathered over dry, crusty lips. I never leave the house without chapstick, not in this climate. "Fruit punch. Rocks," I say. "Vodka?" I smile, curt. She's trying to get me off my game. Classic. The house always wins. No. "Okay, suit yourself, sweetie." She limps off. That's when I noticed her right leg is artificial, but her ass cheeks are real and still managing to peek out from a sequin leotard. I scan for the sign-in. A man in a leather vest and a handlebar mustache is smoking in the corner, parked behind a plastic fold-out table with a modest stack of papers. "I'm here for the competition," I tell him. "What?" he grunts. "The competition." "What?" "This here's an invitation-only meeting of the Harley Club." "Oh, I think that stupid shit is outside in the hallway." Stupid shit. I sneer. I'd whoop his ass if he didn't have shitty prison tattoos and friends who looked like they'd earned matching ones. A woman with long blonde hair and dark roots stares at me, blank. She's chain-smoking with a baby on her hip. I feel a hand on my shoulder. "Here you go, sugar," the waitress says, handing me a drink that clinks with ice. "Thanks. Keep them coming," I say, tipping her a 20. I hear a familiar tune drifting from the hallway and start to hum along. It pulls me in, down the corridor, where a small group is huddled around the machine that takes your soul. "Name," says a bored Asian girl with pink pigtails and a clipboard. She smacks her gum and pops a bubble. "Name or alias?" I ask, sipping my drink with nonchalance. "Whatever, man." "Burks. Simon Burks." "Yeah, okay, go wait by him." She jerks her thumb toward a big guy lurking in the far corner. He's half in shadow, but the slot machine lights dance off his glasses in a kaleidoscope of color. He's wearing a yellow Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned to the navel, revealing a dense mat of chest hair. A gold chain fights to sit on top of the curls, losing. His hair is long, greasy. His jean shorts are frayed, and his Birkenstocks look like they've been through second-hand stores twice. He's a big deal in the community. Alias, Marksman. To his left stands a small Asian kid, prodigy, age 9, wire-rimmed glasses, Gap Kids alligator shirt, green cargo shorts, Asics sneakers. He's built for speed. Alias, Poke. Across the machine, I spot the hottest girl in the community. Long red hair, braces with blood-red wires, white contact lenses, black lipstick, black overalls with a hot pink bra peeking through the straps. Alias, Kitty 9. And the one warming up used to be my best friend. Alias, Godzilla Killa. We graduated high school together, lab partners in AP Bio, both played cello in the orchestra. We shared everything. Until the machine. One by one it took us, hollowed us out, turned us against each other. The competition got too hot, the stakes too weird. It broke our friendship, took our souls, claimed our shitty lives for its own. It was a dull Tuesday in 9th grade after school, and there was nothing better to do. We both took our $20 allowances down to Geraldine's Bar and Grill. The owner had just added a kid area, probably so kids would piss off and let their parents rack up bar tabs and bloomin' onions while they bitched about their kids. It was a budget little corner, a wobbly table with crumpled coloring pages, a box of broken crayons and half-dead markers, a beanbag chair leaking its insides, a tub of Barbies with chewed-off feet, a xylophone missing 3 notes, a pile of building blocks, 2 ancient shooting arcade games, and the machine. Godzilla Killa and I had been in the Honor Society since middle school, straight-A students, so good that our parents stopped checking our report cards entirely. But then we found the machine, and everything changed. We stopped studying, started training. Our lives began to orbit around Geraldine's Bar and Grill's operating hours. Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, closed for Jesus. Every week our allowances vanished into fruit punches and onion rings. Frank, the manager, would interrupt our games with, "Hey, you boys better buy something," or, "Hey, give the other kids a turn." And then one day, everything shifted. Godzilla Killa got his own gear. "Where'd you get that?" I asked him. "I don't know. A place." That's where the tear in our friendship started. In the casino, Godzilla Killa stops warming up and slowly turns. He sees me, gives a barely perceptible head nod. I return the courtesy. The tension in the room thickens. Poke and Kitty 9 both turn to look at me. Their eyes scan for weakness. There had been rumors, whispers that my injury would take me out of the competition for good. But they didn't know about the physical therapy. My mom drove me twice a week. She even waited in the car with snacks. I was ready. Maybe even stronger. The doctor said the rehab was entirely unnecessary, but he was willing to prescribe it if I stopped coming to see him every week. "Do you want a steroid shot to help with the inflammation?" he asked. "I don't want to pop a drug test," I told him. There hadn't been a single drug screening in the history of the national competition. The league was loosely, grudgingly, run by a Tonowiho, a casino employee who managed it with the kind of enthusiasm usually reserved for traffic court. But I wasn't taking any chances. I didn't drop out of community college for nothing. "Hey, Burkosaurus," says Kitty 9, giving me a half-hug. "Hi, Kitty." We hooked up at a post-competition party at Poke's house a few months ago. I got to first base. I have a feeling if I win tonight, I might get to second. I walk over to a bench and unzip my bowling bag, pull off the brace I wear on my right hand and tuck it inside. Then I start my flexibility routine, slow, deliberate movements I picked up in physical therapy. I can feel eyes on me, watching, judging, probably taking notes. It's pretty impressive stuff. Most competitors go in dry. No prep, no stretch. That's fine if you're looking to burn out by 30. I know Kitty is staring at my ass in my tight compression shorts. Hopefully it'll throw her off her game. The waitress comes up behind me. "Another fruit punch, rocks?" "Thanks, Toots," I say, brushing a loose curl behind her ear. She looks at me horrified, but Kitty can't see that. She shoots an envious gaze. The waitress walks away, likely about to discuss with her manager the possibility of switching sections. I brush off the offer to warm up. No need to waste the nerves. They're part of the ritual. I want that electric edge, that jittery hum running through my limbs, like a shot of espresso laced with adrenaline. The fruit punch sugar hits right on time. I can feel my body tuning in, reflexes sharpened from stretching, mind zeroed in, heartbeat sinking to the rhythm of the machine. This is the zone. I'm ready. "I think everyone is here," the Asian girl running the competition says. We line up, Marksman, Godzilla Killa, Poke, Kitty 9, and me, Burkosaurus, in front of the machine. It's a newer model, probably from the 90s. Sleek, brutal, efficient. The casing is high-impact plastic, molded in retro carnival red and blue. The velvet mallets hang from thick nylon cords like the arms of executioners. The surface of the console is smooth and slick, freshly wiped down, but the scars remain, small dents and scratches where legends have fallen. The springs have been cleaned recently. You can tell by the sound. The pop when the casino employee flips the switch is crisp. No drag, no squeak, just mechanical perfection. 12 holes, 6 moles, each with dead soulless eyes and little plastic helmets. They retreat faster than thought, faster than light, faster than regret. No pattern, no mercy. You either feel it or you don't. The speakers have been upgraded. The tune no longer warbles from tired circuitry. It hits like an anthem, high energy, unhinged with just enough chaos to spike your blood pressure. Every hit is punctuated with a ding, every miss with a soul-crushing buzz. The lights travel down the sides in clear tubes, glowing like reactor cores, spinning, swirling, a cyclone of raw energy. She's been restored, honored, worshipped. This is no child's toy. Whack-a-mole is the machine. We draw straws to determine the order of players. Godzilla Killa is first. He smirks at me, overconfident. My throat dries up. Where is that waitress with my fruit punch? This isn't just any competition. Sure, there's the chance to finally get to second base with Kitty 9, but that's not the only pressure tonight. There's a scout here from Japan. While whack-a-mole remains a fringe sport in the U.S., over in Japan, it's serious business. National tournaments, stadiums, endorsement deals. Word had crossed the Pacific about us, about our speed, our precision, our commitment to the game. Tonight's match isn't just about pride. It's about expansion, opportunity, legacy. If we pull this off, if we put on a show, they'll start broadcasting us, sponsoring us, recognizing us. The future of American whack-a-mole depends on how we play tonight. The scout adjusts his black sunglasses and pulls out a small leather notebook. His pen has a plastic Luigi head on the end. He unzips his black quarter-zip sweater. Anticipation hangs in the air like a cloud of cigarette smoke. He scribbles a few notes, then takes a miniature tape measure from his pocket, measures both mallets, jots down the specs, copies the entire sign-in sheet into his notebook in precise, careful handwriting. Then, without a word, he nods to the Asian girl with the pink pigtails. Godzilla Killa steps up to the machine. The rest of us crowd around, Poke, Kitty 9, Marksman, and me, a tight semicircle of tension. The scout looms silently behind us, close enough to feel. The lights swirl. The machine pings to life. The girl with the pigtails counts down in Japanese, San, ni, ichi, then screams, Go! Godzilla Killa starts fast, aggressive. Every hit lands with a satisfying thunk. But there's something off, a twitch in the rhythm, a frantic energy that throws his timing. Then the first miss, buzz. He flinches, misses again. Now he's in his head. I can see it in his eyes, the tilt, the spiral, the downward plunge. He was never built for pressure. And this is pressure. The final mole pops up, center hole fast and cocky. He swings late, buzz. The machine lets out a mechanical sigh as the music winds down, cheerful and hollow. The lights dim to a pulsing idle. We wait. Then the score blinks across the display in bold red digits. 47. A gasp ripples through the circle. Poke mutters something in Japanese and adjusts his glasses. Kitty 9 sucks in her lip ring. Marksman whistles low through his teeth. Godzilla Killa steps back from the machine, mallet still in hand. His face is blank, but I know what's happening behind the glasses. He's unraveling. 47. Not even enough to place. Not even enough to pretend. The scout makes a small mark in his black notebook. No words, just a mark. Tears well up in his eyes. He wipes them away and steps back into the semicircle. He stays to watch the rest of the competitors, even though he's nowhere close to placing. He's always been a good sport, even though he's a shitty friend. Kitty 9 is up next. She bends over to put her long red hair into a messy bun, her cleavage defying physics, enormous, tactical, distracting. Typical Kitty, weaponizing the body, using every advantage she's got. And I mean, it's working. Marksman's jaw has disappeared into the folds of his neck. Poke looks like he just discovered puberty in real time. Godzilla Killa is crying harder now. Emotional damage. I'm distracted too. Either I get to touch her bra tonight or I don't. There's no middle ground. She steps up to the machine like it's foreplay. Her slender hips press flush against the console, claiming it with slow, deliberate dominance. She doesn't just approach the game, she seduces it. We shuffle into our semicircle, helpless. She takes a long sip from her drink, eyes half-lidded, lips wrapped around the straw like she's teasing all of us, and places the glass on top of the machine with one finger. Casual. Dangerous. Daring the laws of physics to challenge her. A single bead of condensation slides down the side of the glass, hits her chest, trails down the soft slope between her breasts, glistening against her pale skin. Nobody speaks. Marksman is visibly sweating. Poke looks like his brain blue-screened. Godzilla Killa audibly whimpers. And me? I'm vibrating on a molecular level. If she scores high, I'm toast. If she scores low, I might still be toast. My pupils dilate, I can feel it. Blood sugar spiked, heart rate jacked, and my brain starts to slip. The fantasy hits. In it, Kitty 9 and I are alone. The casino is closed. Just us and the machine, glowing in the dark like some altar of sin. She straddles it, facing me, one mallet in each hand. Her overalls are off her shoulders, hanging around her waist, and her pink bra lights up under the neon. "You want to turn?" she whispers, breath hot against my ear. "I've been training for this," I say, voice low. She hands me a mallet and licks her lips. The moles start popping up. We take turns, together, perfect rhythm, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3, ding, 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 our hands brushing, bodies close, heat rising off our skin in waves. Right before I nail the center mole, she leans in and whispers, "If you beat my high score, you can touch my bra." I snap out of it as she lifts the mallet. She hasn't even started yet, and I'm already ruined. In slow motion, she scores a high 165. It'll be tough to beat. Godzilla Killa looks suicidal from being beaten by a girl. Great job, Kitty," I stammer. "Thanks." She winks at me, and I gulp. Marksman is up next. He's known for his hard hit. Guy's built like a fridge with legs, big-boned, thick-wristed, dense in a way that feels evolutionary. His theory? The sheer force of his strike slows the moles down. The springs, he claims, can't rebound fast enough after taking one of his hits. I've seen him break a machine before, so yeah, I'm nervous. 2 reasons. 1, he might actually win, not from skill but brute force, blunt trauma, caveman tech. 2, he might destroy the machine before I even get my turn, and if that happens, all this, my training, the physical therapy, avoiding steroids, the fruit punch-induced tunnel vision, goes up in smoke. And I won't get to second base, and I definitely won't get to go to Japan. He steps up like a Marine storming a beach, mouth tight, mallet clenched, eyes locked in. But Marksman is too slow tonight. His grip on the mallet is too tight. There's no rebound, no flow, just dead weight bludgeoning. The physics betray him. He starts gritting his teeth, slamming harder and harder, mallet thudding against the plastic. But the moles? They refuse to yield. In an act of pure defiance, they accelerate. They don't slow. They don't hesitate. They mock his power with speed. This isn't some flimsy carnival knockoff. This is a 90s-era machine built for endurance, for punishment, for long nights in sticky arcades and blackout casinos. These moles were forged in chaos. They will not bend to anyone's will, not even Marksman's. He fares better than Godzilla Killa, sure, but it's not enough. The final score lights up in red, 117. A murmur spreads. The scout adjusts his sunglasses and writes something in his notebook. No expression. Marksman steps back, sweat pouring down his face, mallet dangling like a dead limb. He stalks off in anger, pushing people in the casino out of his way. Poke is next, the prodigy. He's usually only allowed to stay until his mom storms in, shrieking about violin lessons or tennis practice. But when he's dialed in, when he's locked onto the machine with that terrifying little furrow between his brows, he's unstoppable. The perfect blend of speed and accuracy. He plays like a machine. No wasted movement. Every swing is calculated, every hit a lesson in elegance. It's not just talent. It's legacy. He learned the techniques perfected in Japan, summer visits with cousins in Tokyo, private training, custom mallet grips. And every fall he comes back sharper, faster, colder. He doesn't smile. He doesn't flinch. Tonight, he'll be a strong contender. He begins by bowing to the machine, a gesture of discipline, respect, ritual. His body is still, breath in perfect sync with the music. In, out, in, out. Some real Karate Kid shit. When the girl with pigtails screams, "Go!" it's as if he's already started. There's no break, no jolt, just motion. He moves like he's continuing something ancient, a single line of strikes that began at the time of birth and will end only when the universe folds in on itself. Every hit, a note in a sacred melody, every swing, part of a thread connecting all things. He's elegant, graceful, dangerous in his calm. The moles bow before him. They don't resist. They don't even challenge. At his gentle tapping, they retreat like monks in a silent temple, sinking back into their holes as if to say, "We are not worthy." He does not grunt, does not sweat. He floats. And in that moment, the machine becomes something else, something holy. His score rises, 174, 175, 176. He will surely win. Kitty Nine lowers her head in defeat. My heart sinks. All hope I have for victory is draining. 184, 185, 186. Then, from across the room, Poke's mom screams something in Japanese from across the casino floor. It cuts through the slot machines like a siren. His razor-straight black hair jolts upright, defying gravity. Out of pure fear, he drops the mallet. It bounces off the machine and hits the floor with a hollow, tragic clunk. Without a word, he grabs his backpack, zips it up in one fluid motion, and with his head down and his arms stiff at his sides, sprints toward his mother. She stands at the entrance like a boss-level antagonist, baby balanced on one hip, anger radiating off her in beads like an anime character. "Disqualified," the girl with the pink pigtails announces, not looking up from her clipboard. The scout frowns, just slightly, then shakes his head and jots something in his black notebook. Calm, precise, like erasing a name from a prophecy. Just like that, the prodigy is gone, and I'm the last one standing. It's only Kitty and me. Kitty and her 165. Godzilla Killa is clearly rooting for her. I nod to the girl in the pigtails and step into place beside the machine. My heart is pounding like a war drum. My palms are sweaty, too sweaty, and I'm already having trouble gripping the mallets. I tried using grips in the past, sure, but they're banned in Japan, and if I'm going to be great, if I'm going to play for real, then I'm not using training wheels. "Good luck," Kitty Nine says, softly, sincerely. It nearly breaks me. I glance at her, then look away. I can't afford distractions now. The girl in pigtails begins the countdown, but I don't hear her. All sound fades. I'm watching the holes. 12 little portals, waiting, breathing, plotting. I block everything else out. Kitty's voice, the scout's notes, the sound of the slot machines, the suffocating smell of cigarettes. Just me and the machine. 165, 165, 165. I've hit it in practice, hit it in competition. I know the rhythm. I feel the pattern. The numbers swirl behind my eyes like a prayer. And then the first mole rises. Thunk! Center hit. Direct, clean. No nerves now, no sweat. The mallets feel like extensions of my body, fused to my hands, responding before thought. The machine blinks. The lights blur. The rhythm kicks in. Left, thunk. Upper right, thunk. Buzz. Damn. One miss. Too early. I breathe through it. Let it go. Thunk, thunk, thunk. I fall into the rhythm, the sacred, chaotic heartbeat of the machine. It's like jazz. Controlled chaos. No hesitation. Just instinct. Around me, the casino fades. No more Kitty Nine. No Godzilla Killa. No scout. Just me and the moles. And they're trying. They're moving faster now. Testing me, taunting me, but I'm faster, cleaner, sharper. Thunk, thunk, thunk. I'm in a trance, arms moving before my brain can catch up. Time slows. The machine recognizes me, like it finally sees what I've become. The final mole pops up, center hole, my favorite. Thunk. The lights flicker. The music winds down. The machine buzzes softly like a dying god. Then the score flashes. 168. I exhale. No celebration, no fist pump, just silence. Reverence. Godzilla Killer stares at me with something between awe and grief. The scout pulls off his sunglasses for the first time. His eyes widen just slightly. Then he writes one final note in his black notebook, closes it, and walks away. Victory tastes like fruit punch and sweat. And maybe, just maybe, tonight I get to second base.